back to my channel. Real quick, I thought I'd jump on here and show you how I make a laminated pocket for my traveler notebook inserts. You guys may remember I showed you a video of all of the laminated traveler's notebooks that I've been making like crazy. Well, now I am making my fall one. I have it in the works, and I'm going to show you how I put it together as well, but I thought I would make the folder video separate from that, because putting one of those together, especially for like a tutorial, that video may get a little lengthy and I don't want too many tutorials in one video. So I just thought I'd make a quick one just to show you how I did this, because I already put a video out on how to make the pocket page markers for your laminated traveler's notebooks. So I thought this would be a great little addition to that, and show you how I make a quick folder. I may do another video after this and show you how I make a little wallet piece to put in your traveler's notebook so that you could put money and credit cards and things like that in there as well. But for today, just the laminated folder. So to get started, of course, you have to make the folder itself. So here we go with measurements. I am absolutely horrible with measurements. I'm going to be completely honest with you, and this is how I do it. All I know is this is the cover to my new fall traveler's notebook. It hasn't been created yet. I'm doing this step by step. But I do know that. I know that is a 5x7. This is a 5x7. When this is folded in half, it'll be a 5x7 traveler's notebook. So if your traveler's notebook is 5x7, then your inserts and any folders, pocket, page markers, anything like that have to be a little bit smaller than a 5x7, because your binding isn't going to go clear to the tip. It's going to come in a little bit. So because of that, I make them a little smaller, and all I do is lay this paper on top of my other paper that's going to be my 5x7 traveler's notebook. And as you can see, let me get them lined up here. As you can see, they are always shorter. See, they're always shorter, so that when these are folded on the inside of the 5x7, they don't stick out above and they don't stick out too far. Because when you fold this, this is my cover, mind you, when I stick this in here, that's going to push that folder forward, and if it doesn't cut right, it will stick out. It'll stick outside the traveler's notebook, because you have to remember that your binding is going in here, and it has to be a little bit shorter. See how it has to be just a little bit shorter so that the elastic can catch it, so I can slip it in here, and so that when I fold this, as you can see, it's completely hidden. It's not going to stick out. So I don't know the exact measurements. Please forgive me for that. This is simply how I do it. I just lay it on top. I make little marks, like, okay, that needs to be like a 1/4 of an inch shorter, so I just put a little mark. This needs to be a 1/4 of an inch shorter. I make a mark, I put it in my cutter, and I cut 3 of them at the same time. That is how I do that. So I hope that made sense. So when I cut this, of course, I cut the inside paper, which happened to be this one. If I can grab it real quick. This was the paper that I chose to go on the inside, and what I'm going to show you, just to save time, I already did it, but this is what the inside of our pocket is going to look like. See, just like that. And all you can see is, here is the other piece of this paper. So all I did was cut these two pieces of paper together so that they were the exact same size. See, here is this piece of paper, as you can see. Okay. And then all I did was take my ruler. Right here is the fold crease. Right there is the fold crease. All I did was take my ruler, draw a line up and out. I just made a Y. Up and out, up and out. Took the paper off, cut this piece of paper off. Where the two corners met, I cut them off so that they wouldn't touch the fold line, so that when I folded this, there was no touching, so that it would open and shut with no bunching, or, you know, anything would get in the way. And all I'm going to do is take my glue, run it along here and here, and adhere it and adhere it, and then run this through the laminator. So what I'm going to do right now is just take a minute to adhere these two little pockets to the inside of this so that we can make our pockets for our folder, and then I'll go to the next step. So there I go. They are glued down. See, there's nothing, you know, they'll open and shut, no problem. Perfect, it worked out great. And just to remind you again, it was just a piece of paper that I cut to the exact same size as the one underneath. I drew a Y and cut it out, and then I just cut out a chunk in between so that the two papers don't touch, so that there's no bunching or anything when you closed. And then of course this is going to go in my traveler's notebook, so I want it to look cute. So all I did was take some of my scrap paper, which I have here, and one of the little, what is this, like a little Project Life card that came with the paper pack. So I want the front of my book to look like that. So I'm just going to glue them down, adhere them, and then I'll be able to, it'll be ready to run through the laminator. And I don't use a lot of glue because I don't want it too bulky, just enough to just keep it in place while it runs through, because the laminating machine pretty much does all that for you. So just want to make sure that it's straight. I think we're good. I think that's straight. And then put some glue on the back of this. Just like that. And same deal. Center and straight. I need to lift it up just to look at it, just to make sure. Yeah, looks good to me. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring out my laminating sheets. We're going to open this up, stick it in there. We're going to stick it down pretty much as far, yeah, there we go. Want to leave a little bit of space so that it laminates almost as far down as it'll go, just like that. Now I'm just going to run it through my laminator. The next thing we need to do, of course, is make this a pocket. So all you need to do is grab your handy dandy little, I think these are called box cutters, am I correct? Or X-Acto knives, something of that nature. And all we're going to do is follow the line. And if you guys, if I hold this up really close, you might be able to even see some of my pen mark. See my pen mark where I made the Y? We're just going to follow that, but when you come around here, you're just going to stop to halfway in between. You don't want to cut clear down, just halfway. And there you go. Simple pocket for your TN. And then we're just going to go halfway. Right about there. And there you go. Now you have pockets. So let me grab something just to stick in there. Where's some of those inserts? Here's one. Here's one. Isn't he cute? Now you have a pocket on both sides. It'll have no problem folding because we already made our crease. We already made our crease when we before we laminated. And there is our pocket to put in our traveler's notebook. Isn't that adorable? So simple and so easy. Okay guys, so I waited to publish this video making the folder for your TN until I actually had my traveler's notebook finished and done, because I really wanted to show you the folder inside the finished book. But that was one of the first things I made along with the inserts, because I wanted to use the cover of my traveler's notebook as my, what do you want to call it, like my measuring tool, my guide. So I kind of made the innards before I made the outside cover, if that made sense. But I posted it online kind of in order, you know, the cover, the binding, then the inserts, and now I'm posting the folder, even though in real life I did it backwards. I hope that made sense. But I wanted to show you the finished folder inside the traveler's notebook. So I think it turned out adorable, super, super cute. I was gifted these adorable, aren't these so stinking cute? These adorable paper clips by Laminated. I love these things. I love stags, and I think they go great with the whole fall theme. And I just wanted to show you. Here it is in the notebook. Here's the little elastic piece that holds it in. And it works great, and I stuck it in between the last little insert here, and I think I just love this. And right now I just have some inserts in here. What I'm actually thinking about using this traveler's notebook for is actually in the month of November, and using it as a gratitude journal. Actually, my mother actually gave me that idea. She was talking about how nice it would have be to have like one of these for a gratitude like journal, and I so agree with her. I think that's a wonderful idea. And when I think of gratitude, of course I think of November, the month of Thanksgiving. So I think that's what I'm going to hold on to this for and use it for. But I just wanted to show you the folder in the finished traveler's notebook, if you will, or gratitude journal. You can turn your traveler's notebooks, laminated traveler's notebooks, into anything you want them to be. So like I said, I think I'm going to hold on to this to November and start using it as a gratitude notebook. So thanks so much for joining me for this quick little tutorial on how to make a laminated folder for your traveler's notebook or your gratitude journal or junk journal or whatever you're going to use these for, but the original name is a traveler's journal. They're super easy. I hope these tutorials are super easy to follow and you are creating one with ease and having as much fun making this as I've had making mine. So if you're new to my channel, I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome. I hope you subscribe and stick around. For all of you who've been with me for a while, I love you guys, and I hope that you're having a great start to your fall. I will be talking to you all soon. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and as always, remember to do what you love. Love you guys. Bye.